You just cut the strings immediately. You don't understand. Violin works.
Excuse me, I can control my blade.
Okay.
Unlike your horns. Okay, what do I roll to do this?
I'm gonna go with... Not diplomacy, I don't think there's a perform in this. Acrobatics. For how nimble you can be on the strings.
Okay. That's pretty good. 29.
Does he know how to play?
29. I can play 29 worth of violin.
Alright.
Could be worse.
How familiar are you with musical notation?
Novice level.
You manage to hit some of the beats, and a few notes glow on the wall, but others just glare at you with an angry red magic as you play. Do you finish the thing or no?
You'll see it through.
Some of them are very bad at you, Algernon. Please do your best.
If you want to try starting over again.
Okay. 37.
This time you correct yourself using the ones that were crimson, and you come through with a pretty accurate representation of the notes. The wall itself melts away, and you see a vision. None of you can see the tower anymore. You are currently wrapped in a horrible illusionary spell.
Whoops.
Whoops.
I wanna roll to see
In
for
the
the illusion.
beginning, there were beats.
I take notes.
That's not true.
Oh my, is this like one of those displays at the zoo where you walk in and the lights dim?
I reject this
And
dispel
then-
this perception of reality.
The beats did create life.
And you see plants start growing.
This isn't true.
The
This
beat of
isn't
the soil,
historical at all.
the beating sun
This is all
upon
lies.
those.
I take more notes.
Keep quiet. Let it go. Let it do what it's
And then, flow did carry away what the beats had wrought. A flood washes away the plants.
This really does feel like I went to the zoo and I went up to the display and canned music started playing
I
in the
hate
Serengeti.
this.
Then
This is almost as bad as
came,
it was back in the dance club.
then came wizards. And suddenly the room returns to normal.
Mineral hates music and all forms of
And then a bunch of teenagers dressed up as wizards appear, even though it's an illusion. But it's so low budget.
There you
It's just like
Is that it?
go. Yeah, I said it returned to normal after that.
The problem is we need to hurry up because in 5 minutes they'll just start up again. For the next tour group that comes through. I think that may have been the greatest illusion I've ever seen.
that was the worst illusion I've ever seen. It didn't even fool me very effectively.
I finished
Mineral, what do you
jotting
have-
down the last of my notes.
Mineral, what do you have
goes on-
against music?
Mineral goes on the internet later and writes a scathing review of this.
I don't get it. It's all like there's a bunch of really loud and obnoxious noises, and everybody starts freaking out like there's something weird going on. I don't get it.
It's called dancing.
Mineral.
It upsets
Imagine
me.
a poem, but instead of using a
I
normal
hate
word,
poetry.
I hate it when words sound good.
I hate it when words sound like other words.
let's keep
Wait,
going,
Why can't
Algernon.
words just sound like themselves?
Miriam, I didn't mean that completely.
Let's keep going, Algernon.
All right.
All
All right.
You find stairs downwards at the end of the hall.
I shouldn't have
As
said
we're going down, we hear in the beginning.
At the beginning, there were boots.
I knock on the door.
That's not actually a doorway, it's just the path to stairs.
Oh, okay.
Let me explain, Miriam. But when I said I hated poetry, what I meant was that
in the tower.
I hated what poetry has become in its modern format, as in as culture.
Exit through the gift shop.
Miriam finds herself face to face with a wall at the end of the stairs.
Oh no, it's the fire exit.
What?
Oh.
There's actually quite a few pieces of classical poetry that I quite like, you know.
Suggested donation is $4.
It's really, honestly, I mean...
No open drinks in the display area.
Maybe I just
refrain from flash photography.
Maybe I just haven't appreciated poetry enough or learned to do so.
This whole room is actually full of rubble. There's
Miriam, why would
Serve the sleeping wizard.
stones and debris everywhere around here, and the whole thing has an air of being unfinished.
Mineral starts crying.
Mineral, what's wrong with you tonight?
It doesn't matter.
Mineral, we know you don't like music. You won't have to listen to any music on your own time.
We're almost there. We're almost to the end of this time.
Right now, this is adventure time. So you have to just deal with what we have to deal with.
So part of adventuring is dealing with things that you don't like.
Yeah.
I changed my mind, Miriam. I love poetry. Honest.
I think Mineral's just upset that Miriam is like even.
I turn to Mineral.
Edified.
I adjust my glasses. I turn back to inspecting the wall.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Mineral goes and sobs in the corner.
Mineral.
There's no corner. It's a circular tower.
Mineral also thinks she's sobbing, but can't. But
Well, you know, she can sort of heave.
oh my god!
Mineral starts vomiting. She doesn't know what she doesn't know. She doesn't know what human function to be simulating at this time. So she just goes through all of them.
Acknowledge the heaving before they get worse.
I'm gonna look at this rubble with an 18 perception.
You
I'm
do
going
not
to
pick up
save.
on anything.
I study the rubble.
Miriam picks up on the quiet logic of the room.
Hmm?
I will send the quiet logic.
I will send you the quiet logic of beats. Here they come.
Please, no running or shouting in the quiet logic room.
Please stay seated at all times. While
Keep your
receiving-
arms, legs, wings, and tails and other extraneous limbs inside the quiet logic room at all times.
It shouldn't be amusing me so much, but it is.
In the beginning, there were beats. We could only afford to make a 5-minute presentation on the history of rhythmancy. It's a 2-page PowerPoint.
That other room up at the top, if you had played music there, would have done the same, but you ruined the whole thing. There were going to be multiple clues along the way I mentioned.
Too late.
Actually, you've thrown the whole enchantment off. That's why you got the first one in the second room.
So what have you found, Miriam?
Well, it looks like that the unusual shape of this wall is actually built to represent the waveforms that we were hearing earlier.
Ah.
So if we can also cancel out these waveforms, maybe something will happen?
Mm-hmm.
I tap on the wall. Does it seem thick or strong or like it's solid, I guess?
Do you tap on it or do you knock on it?
I tap with one finger.
The wall flexes a little and then returns to where it was.
I flex back. You think this wall can intimidate me? Who the hell does this wall think it is, flexing?
Which are you
36.
flexing with? Your spindly cow arm or your chitinous bug arm?
I feel like
Both.
this happened before, but I can't quite remember where.
Joey flexes and the wall suddenly shifts.
I intimidate the room for the
Oh,
35.
You have flattened out a beat.
Oh damn,
Damn straight.
Joey, that was impressive.
Yeah, that's all I got.
He
So I
keeps
guess
flexing
maybe we
in
should
his
try and
arm
also
joints.
flatten out this one. Or just make it a more regular way.
This wall is the one that has the door on it, right?
There's something that looks like a door, but you can't get it to respond.
Yeah, look, we might have to flatten this one to get the door to open.
Algernon, try pushing the wall where you are.
Okay.
Like right in front of you.
I push at it.
You push at it, and it shifts backwards.
This is an odd sensation, to say the least.
That's true, it is. There we go. No, stay, Mike.
Can you push on the door and straighten out the door?
You want to try shoving the door?
Well, I'm already shoving this wall.
Oh, you're shoving this
Mineral
part back. Okay.
reluctantly,
Yeah, I'm
Mineral
here
reluctantly
now.
throws away her various attempts to write an apology poem to Miriam, and then sulks outward.
Well, you
Back to Joey.
Oh.
you have straightened out the beat, but at what cost? As suddenly, the door is against the wall of the tower.
Can I? I'm going to step back and stop pushing on it.
I'm going to roll diplomacy to say, there, Mineral. There.
Mineral is slightly comforted by Joey's gesture of friendship.
And the fan fiction writers are racing to their keyboards.
I think we pushed it too far. We should try pulling it back.
In many ways, but can I get a grip on the wall?
If you do, there may be
Algernon,
consequences.
get a grip.
But you can try and grab at it.
Why don't you guys try singing to it?
Captive.
Maybe we should be doing this with music and not just
Brute force?
touching it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it responds to things pushing against it, like force or sound.
I rhythmically clap my hands.
You should go low, then high, then low, then super high.
Mineral
You should
tries
go
to
like,
rhythmically
La
clap.
la la like that.
Mineral tries to rhythmically clap her hands, but can't keep up a consistent beat and ruins everything.
What is the result of all these things that we did?
Well, the wall shifts. Into a horrible jumbled mess.
Oh no.
Oh, that's even
Oh.
worse.
Alright,
Okay.
I guess maybe...
Miriam,
is-
do something.
That is actually a very good move.
Oh,
By just being a
That's
single
clever.
tone,
The wall shatters. Oh no.
Oh, it's a
Great.
Pokeball.
there you go.
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, so
You
get
both
off. I
trample
finally
each other
figured
to
out this
get
tower
through the
gimmick.
door.
It's music.
Joey just plows over Algernon.
Hold on a sec, I'm teleporting the last floor onto your map.
Joey just shoves Algernon out of the way with his
Joey finally figured out that this tower's gimmick is music.
with his big nasty horns. That he,
Mineral,
What?
I forgive you.
Oh,
Oh.
Joey comes
I'm
down the
sorry.
steps.
you don't have to apologize after you've been forgiven.
But it's still polite to do so, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this place is a maze.
Yep.
Oh, we're in Joey's bread and butter now.
Also,
Oh.
also, Miriam, you shouldn't give people so much hassle if just because their opinions on things they like are different than yours.
Joey, Do you want to know how much of my life I've dedicated to writing, including poetry?
Yeah, I'm aware, but listen, some people don't like getting cut apart with axes, and I don't give them grief over it. I just cut them apart with an axe.
I like books. I just don't like poetry. I don't get it. I don't.
All right.
Let's not reignite.
Okay.
Old,
No. We're going to take this as a teaching opportunity. Once we get out of this tower, we can start a lecture series on poetry.
Oh.
In the beginning, there were poets.
Yes, actually. Joey, when did you study this?
Joey doesn't study. He just does the voice acting for the educational course.
Almost studying.
Are there no puzzles in here? We just go through the door?
Yeah,
I think that
seems
Mace
like
was the only one, but it was effortless because Joey is in the lead.
No, you weren't supposed to get that door open.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You guys were still dicking around when I last looked at this window. I had to check something. You come out into a hall that is covered on one wall with a musical score, on another with a door that has a bizarrely tiny lock, no key will fit, and the third just recesses into the wall of the building itself. Or specifically the earth, given that you're underground.
Perhaps
we should probably
maybe
do the
if we play that song, the keyhole will embiggen,
Yeah,
Well,
and we
embiggen.
can unlock the door.
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
I hate
It is. Shall I try playing the tune, or does somebody else want to try
Up to y'all.
something?
I don't really have any specific musical talent.
Also, again, you should copy this tune down for Gibnaf just in case.
Yes, you're right. I begin copying.
Alright.
I'm sure Gibnaf could find a use for this sort of song. I will do another acrobatics check to play the tune.
Okay.
37, again.
Oh.
You play the
You
tune,
don't even... Mm.
and the wall responds, and the magic
By killing
flows out.
Then came the wizards.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Everybody sit down, put on your 3D glasses.
I sit down and put on my 3D glasses. Wait, you were making fun of me.
They tried to contain the elements, and though some did succeed, and thus were born the elves, beats and flow, the yin and yang of life, evaded them for millennia.
Billions and billions of beats.
Until the first Rhythmancer was born.
The door opens.
Alright, so I have just put down a trademark on all indie games called Rhythmancer.
Okay.
I already
Oh,
invented that, actually.
Oh.
No, we ride our spaceship to the stars.
I wish.
Go to the door.
Oh, so this is serious?
It was much before my time.
Ah, who's this
There's a
guy?
person here.
Someone stares at you from the shadows. Hello, heroes.
Hello, Grayman.
You'll have
I'm
to
not really a
forgive me.
hero.
I haven't been around in a long time, but your bones just resonate with me.
Whose bones?
All
Bones,
of your
bro?
He suddenly looks at Minarel. Most of
What?
your bones.
How come everyone in the world can tell that I'm a fucking...
Well,
Dark
you don't
bones.
have bones, so for someone
You don't.
who
He can.
he's
He's
hearing
trying
you
to sense
resonate.
your bones.
I should be broadcasting the mental image of Bones, Dan.
It's not a mental image, it's sound. Straight up sound.
He's using echolocation, and he can't echolocate your bones.
Yeah.
You can replicate... Yeah, but my brain... Oh, never mind.
You cannot tell me you have been doing that this whole campaign. No.
Try using your brain bone drain.
Tell me.
Anyway,
Can you play the tune for me?
Which tune?
The Tombs tune.
Also why? Also who are you? Also...
The Tiny Tunes.
A tiny tune would be acceptable too.
Do we know what tune that is? Is it the one that was on the wall?
You could try it.
Well,
Hold
the
on.
song, were the songs that I played before and the one I just played, were they the same song?
No.
I'd like to roll insight to see if this guy is playing us for fools. 32.
You're just completely confused by how he keeps doing this sneer with his lip, and it's really throwing you off.
I don't like the look of them.
I think he's just a pissy little music nerd, so
Oh,
I think Algernon should play the tune.
that might grant him incredible power. Don't do it. I want
Listen, if the only thing standing between him and incredible power is some goober playing a tune on their violin, then...
Goober? Excuse me?
to... Weirder things have happened.
Then he's got bigger problems.
At least my head isn't weighed down by fat ass horns like yours.
You son of a bitch! My horns are majestic.
Majestic.
You kids.
I play the dumb song for a
You spitefully play the music at him.
I'm not spiteful at that guy, just Joey.
I know. And he
A
hums
little
along
of it
with
carries
it,
into your performance.
and then takes a bow. Thank you.
Thank you for granting me incredible power.
He's going to turn into like a giant snake or something now. I can
He-
Turns
tell.
out I was a music lich.
He bows back, gets out of your way, and waves you towards the door. It's over there. Here,
Oh,
have the key. He hands Algernon a guitar pick.
Oh, thank you.
oh, man.
We don't even need Gimnath anymore.
How long have you been in this tower? I say, notepad in hand.
Oh, probably a few days.
2 days. Where did you live before you lived in this tower?
I've had a lot of destinations. I found myself traveling.
Okay.
Something about his lip continues to throw you off.
Yes.
Is something
Roll
wrong?
insight on his lip.
Roll
Okay.
insight on this.
Go ahead.
Okay. 28.
Very specifically, you notice it keeps rising up at one edge or the other, and you're pretty sure lips don't do that. It's like a smirk gone hideously wrong.
Like a Glasgow smile.
Not like that, just like one corner or the other of his mouth will lift suddenly.
So he's got it. So he's twitchy. Okay.
Have you ever been to the castle known as Dragonsbane?
Oh yes, I was there a few days ago.
That's interesting. On what business were you there?
Well, I heard there had been a prophecy about a heroic bull.
What?
Yes, it's me, and I flex.
You're not really a
No,
bull,
not
Joey.
really.
You're more of a...
I'm a bull.
He is
I'm
a
a
bull.
bull minotaur.
A
Joey
calf?
is a man of many features.
A calf, Algernon says, around the corner.
That doesn't even make sense. I'm a full-grown ass man. Cow.
Full grown ass man.
Man cow.
Yep.
Full ass, grown ass man ass. Says Joey.
Excellent. Then, that's all I need to know. Enjoy the tune. He begins walking out past Miriam.
Oh. I'm sure we've done something wrong, but it doesn't
I
matter.
quickly look at the score that Algernon was playing,
It's
and I begin to
If
invert.
this song traveled us through time and space, I am going to be miffed.
no.
Okay. Then I don't care what it did.
Wait,
he-
Algernon, help me invert this score.
He pops back around the corner and waves at the two of you he can see, which would be Mineral and Joey. Adios,
Oh.
amigos.
How do you speak Spanish? That doesn't exist in this universe.
Psst.
How do you speak British in this universe?
What's British?
None of you are even going to know what just happened, are you?
Well, that thing that I knew would happen happened because we didn't think of a different plan quickly enough.
I'm just going to
now?
leave something on the video for everyone to see.
We just got played, is what
We
happened.
just got, like a fiddle.
Yeah, because it's like we just let this guy walk off when he said he was in the castle and is
He
something.
heard the same
We can always
prophecy you
chase
guys
after
did.
him.
Yeah.
And for
But
people not
they
on the video,
very well
I will
done,
just add a quiet spoiler in the thread later. So go check that now. You have heard the relevant bit.
Awesome. The thread knows that we fucked up long before we will.
That's okay. You guys are going to find out after the session, so you'll find out first.
Okay, I open this door.
And you run into the smiling wizard from before. Ah,
Ah.
wonderful, wonderful. You're here. Now
I'm here also.
I need you to all get into the bunker very quickly.
Bunker?
Because in a moment, I'm going to play the note that will send this tower reverberating into the sky. And you'll probably want to be
Ew.
locked down.
Hey, wait. We don't want to go into the sky.
Well, we
Why?
might want to go there for a while if it's interesting, but why do you want to go in the sky?
I want to go into the sky because it's where all rock gods end up.
Wait, so you want to go up there to die?
Hold
No,
on,
I want to
make a
learn from
religion
the
check.
masters of rhythmancy. Seriously, quickly, get inside this thing because I'm preparing. He begins tuning an instrument. in his hands.
We don't have any. We don't want to. We're not going to the sky.
No, you won't
I'd
be,
like to
but
make a
you
religion
really,
check to see
really
if-
need to get inside this thing. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I'm trying to save your lives here.
Hold on. I want to look him over and see if he looks like any rock gods I've ever studied. 20 religion?
He resembles none of them. In fact, he's a pasty-faced little white dude who's fiddling with some kind of custom instrument. You have no
You
idea.
don't
what
even
he-
have long hair or
For the
anything,
trees.
dude.
No,
Rock
but that's
gods,
why I
yeah.
need to learn from them. Their secrets will be mine.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Who better?
How do you think that this?
Yeah, I'm getting some Tower of Babel guys vibes from the sky.
Like even if
I
you
don't know
just
if we can
even
set
if you
up to do
fly into the sky, that's still no guarantee that you're gonna find the rock gods there.
I may as well try.
Hmm.
Look, I'm trying to be nice here. Please just get in the shelter. It will keep you from dying. I can't guarantee your safety if you stay out with me.
Oh, so the bunker will not go with it?
No, you will be left in a giant crater that you will be able to climb out of.
Ah, okay. Well, we have some questions for you before you do anything.
I suppose I could always grant an interview before my performance. Shoot.
Sure. Where did you have any gigs, let's say, at Dragon's Bane Castle recently?
Oh, the king wanted me to make some kind of anti-draconic weaponry, and I did.
Uh-huh.
And then I started using his research. It was a give-and-take thing. He wanted me to give but not take, so I was banished.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
We were
hey,
told you
who
were
was that?
banished for practicing rhythmancy, not for taking and not giving or whatever.
Oh, they knew I was a rhythmancer when I got there. They just didn't want, me to actually be a rhythmancer. They wanted a tool, a pet. That's not my
They just
style.
wanted you to make. They just wanted you to make
Hey.
those harps for them.
Yep.
Excuse me, sir. Who was your friend down in the other corridor? We ran into another man on our way here.
I don't think anyone else has been here but you.
There was definitely a guy out there.
We saw somebody.
I don't-
He got us to play some music for him, and then he left.
He gave us the key to this room.
That's not good, because the key should have just been lying out there after you finished all the tour.
Uh-huh.
This tower is a temple to
He was-
rhythmancy. And the
He
rock
was already in
gods.
here long before we got here.
Yeah, he was waiting for us.
Let's...
Kind of surprised you
Wait a
didn't
second.
notice he was
So you're
here.
telling me he had the key to this room,
Yeah.
Yes.
and he was just waiting out there, and he never
Yeah.
came to see me.
No.
Yes.
I guess not.
But were the doors locked on your way down?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were.
Okay, so he got through without using the keys.
Without affecting the tower in any way, because you only responded to us.
Oh my god, you let a shapeshifter loose.
Another goddamn shapeshifter.
There are so many shapeshifters everywhere.
You know, at this point, I
This
think
is
I
what-
should
this
probably
is
just
like the
tell you
fi-
what the people at home got to see already.
Is this like the 5th shapeshifter that we've run into?
Well,
Is there just a cult of shapeshifters that are just out to screw
Yo.
with us?
Alfonso de Tambor, who's that?
Oh my